work to maintain tyre temperature, Casper?
Is the safety car for Aiden?
Aiden's had to come in. Now's a good time to catch up with the field.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are back here with another Breaking Point video, as I'm sure you can see here at the lovely Austrian track. Fantastic one, the Red Bull Ring of course, and we are as Ackerman, and our first job is to catch up to the safety car. His teammate Aiden Jackson is out of the race with a DNF, so certainly not that great for the Team Alpha Tauri, and we are currently P19, so we've got a bit of work to do to catch up the field in this one. We're not exactly pushing loads, don't want to use these fresh medium compound tyres too much before we need to get into the action, but we've just got to catch straight up to the safety car. 10 laps to go in this one, so not too complicated there for us. Of course, there'll be plenty of overtaking to do, but as you can see, we have got plenty of drivers sat in front. Latifi at the back of the field as it stands. Hatter's quite far up there generally because they've got Devon Butler, but here we are then. There we go. Latifi sits in front. We've got to finish in the points.
Push for 10th. See if you
10th
can salvage some points.
or above. That's quite a way to go. It certainly will be a difficult one, but at the end of this lap, safety car will be in, and we will be able to start our pursuit of the cars in front. So that should certainly be pretty fun. Plenty of overtaking necessary. You've got to enjoy that. Plenty of that in the Breaking Point series. Was nice in the last Breaking Point video to have to, of course, do a bit of defending from our teammate, but we are going to be go racing at the end of this lap. In terms of the choices of tyres, Ocon is currently on the hards in his Alpine. Interesting option there, so whether that will stay, we'll have to wait and see. And I think that might be an Aston Martin, or is it an Alpine that sat between the Red Bulls and Mercs? It goes Red Bull, Merc, and then I think it's an Alpine there, and then you've got Mercedes Red Bull, so a little bit of a nice sandwich going on there. We are going to go racing this lap. Latifi P18 in front. We didn't get the best of restarts to this race, not really a surprise there. I'm generally not the best at safety car restarts, but if we can start to push onto Latifi, that is the target. This is going to be an action-packed 10 laps. Plenty of overtaking will be involved. Can we have a little look at Latifi here? Down the inside line, always space for a dive bomb into turn 3, squeezes it a little bit, and that is our first overtake of this short race. And we are now going to be able to chase down Raikkonen, as in the field further above. You can see a little bit of battling between the Haas and the two Ferraris. The Haas stays in front for the moment. Meanwhile, it is an Alpine that was in between the Mercedes Red Bull sort of group, and that has really held those guys up. But now, Kimi Raikkonen on lap number 10 out of 18. There's going to be plenty of overtaking action in this one. Use a bit of ERS. Is an overtake maybe on into this corner? No. We're going to back off a little bit. Verstappen goes quickest, 1:07.9, I think that was. We are going to have to do quite a bit if we want to go quickest when you're stuck behind all these guys. Trying to go for an overtake, and now Raikkonen on Ocon. Can we send it on both of them here? We're going to try into the first corner, and that is the move done, and Ocon could lose out to Raikkonen behind. The field's very spread at the moment, so we're going to have a lot of work to get in the points, and those two continue to fight as further in front. That is Vettel fighting with Giovinazzi and Schumacher, and Giovinazzi absolutely riding the curb there. Further back, Raikkonen and Ocon still side by side as we nearly go into the back of Russell there. We'll be able to get the move on the Williams. Ocon settling a bit ahead of Raikkonen here. Will we be able to try and get Schumacher around the outside line? Maybe. That would be nice to get 14th here, but fantastic action. Got to love that. Now around the outside line of Mick Schumacher. Yes, we're going to be able to get the move done there. What about Giovinazzi too? It's lap 11 out of 18. Can we get the run on him? Yes, we can. Maybe down the inside line coming up soon. Wouldn't mind a little bit of that. Let's have a look down the inside line. Be able to take that through there. Move done. Next man is, of course, Seb Vettel in his Aston Martin P12. Then Leclerc P11 and Sainz is the man with the points. DRS is enabled. That'll make it a bit easier for us. But on lap number 12, we are up into P13 and plenty of overtaking on some of the slower cars to begin here in Austria. We are continuing to make progress in this one, but we are going to be helped by fighting Ferrari. Sainz and Leclerc side by side into the first corner. We don't have DRS, those guys do, and it looks like Leclerc's going to be able to take P10 from his teammate, but here comes Sebastian Vettel. Is he going to go for the dive bomb? Yes, he is, and Sainz is going to be hung out to dry a bit here. So Seb Vettel, by going for that move, we're going to get past him. Can we glide past Sainz? He's going to try and cover off his teammate. 3 wide now. It's him, Leclerc, trying to stay with us here. It gets a bit close there, and further back, Sainz is trying to fight with his teammate. We're up into P10. Leclerc stays ahead, but wow, now Sainz is going to go back for the move. What an incredible fight, and Sainz, P11, he's lost his points position to us though, and now he can chase after Butler, who's having a look at Alonso. I have to say, I mean, it might be more of a story series, but we are getting some top-class racing, and that's Butler who picks off Alonso. He's been hung out to dry for us as we get a little bit close to the back of Alonso. Plenty of VRS to be used.
10.
Down the inside line, maybe? Can we send it? Oh, not much space there. Bit side by side on the exit. That's going to slow us down. Now we get the DRS and the traction out the corner. We're going to use the RS. Sainz is going to have a little look behind us. Leclerc and Vettel are fighting back there too. Got to love that. And it does seem as if Vettel might be able to get past, and it is going to be Sainz ahead of Alonso. Great work from the Ferrari, and Vettel ahead of Leclerc. Now Leclerc's going to get back. Alonso's going to get back on Carlos, and this is a very, very exciting battle back there, and it continues. It's going to settle out with the two Ferraris next to each other, and Alonso P10, but Leclerc gets ahead of his teammate. Great move there. We are chasing after Devon Butler, who we might actually be able to get an overtake on the vile man here. That 14 out of 18. We've got the run on him. Any aggression from Devon? How about that? Nope. No aggression. Nice and clean. Move done. P8, and we can continue to push here in Austria. It is, of course, Stroll, then Ricciardo and Norris. Have to say, we really have been helped by quite a few cars tussling in this one. No fighting in front of us, but we've managed to catch up to Lance Stroll, who's on the back of the two McLarens. All these guys, though, with DRS, so it's going to be difficult to pick off Lance Stroll. Is he going to send us the inside line? No, he takes the inside line himself. Purple in Sector 1 with the DRS, and the slipstream is a move on Lance Stroll on. Yes, it is. Got it round the outside line. A bit of a surprise there, but plenty of fighting at the moment. Leclerc's onto the back of Butler, but Sainz dropped behind both Alonso and Vettel. So the AI, and I know it's breaking points, so it doesn't really matter where those guys finish, but the AI really fighting around here, and that's what's helped us a lot. We're up to P7, and now it is Danny Rick. We did come here in career mode very recently, and it certainly creates an exciting race in the rain. Plenty of action here today, though, with overtaking in the dry. Hopefully we'll get a dry race in career mode for Austria sometime soon, because I do like Austria in the dry. It always creates some exciting racing. But now, Danny Rick, we're chasing him down, and he's starting to drop away from his teammate. Still will have DRS here, as he's going to try and slow us down a little bit. Can we go to the inside line? Yes, he allows us there. Pretty happy for us to go to the inside line. Nice and careful into the first corner, and that is the move done. P6 in the bag. It is Perez in his Red Bull chasing down the Mercedes. Probably going to be Valtteri Bottas, because they'll probably just put Bottas there, P3 at the moment. But now, Lando Norris, as we get a little bit shaky on the exit, and that is going to cost us an opportunity to go for an overtake this lap, I do guess. Of course, it is the penultimate lap here, so we might be able to get Lando and then sit comfortably in P5. He does lock up a bit there. That's inviting ourselves, but getting a bit close, not close enough. We're about to head on to the final lap in this short episode of the Austrian GP. Nice 10 laps. Plenty of overtaking action, and now the opportunity on Lando Norris. He's left us the inside line, happy for us to take it, and we're going to get comfortably ahead. so that we can just safely get in front of him and run a bit wide there, but get in front of him and then take the optimal line into the first corner. Bottas is the man in P3. Those guys pretty close. Have been forcing, well, Perez has been forcing Bottas to defend a bit, and that certainly hasn't helped him, but we have got the move on the McLaren. It does seem that Vettel has caught up to Devon Butler, who sits in the house. Plenty of overtaking action here, but also these guys being really aggressive with the overtakes has massively helped us to make progress through the field. And what another really, really fun race in Breaking Point this has been. Get snippets of races. Another one here today. 2 laps of fuel left in the car. We won't need any of that because we're going to come to finish P5. Verstappen wins for the Red Bull at their home race. It will be Hamilton P2, Bottas P3, and then Perez P4 just off the podium. We have recovered to P5 here.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Ackerman's done well to finish in the points, in stark contrast to his AlphaTauri teammate Aiden Jackson, who didn't even finish out.
Yeah, Jackson's looked off the pace all weekend. His performance just isn't where it should be. You can see the odd error creeping in on track too.
Well, if you believe the rumours, the AlphaTauri camp is not the happiest of places right now.
Yeah, and that can affect even the most experienced of drivers. I just hope Jackson gets his act together. He's a promising talent and he's much better than this.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Today's race certainly had its ups and downs for you, Casper. Are you pleased with that performance?
Yeah, it wasn't easy today. I somehow kept finding myself in the wrong place at the wrong time, so really happy to salvage some points. The safety car gave me a good opportunity to turn things around. Pretty pleased overall, yeah.
Speaking of the safety car, Devon Butler has gone on record calling you lucky to get the result you did. Did luck come into it today?
I think Devon sometimes struggles to accept any result that doesn't go his way. Look, we all know safety cars change races. Today was no different. If Devon watches the replay closely, he might see that luck didn't drive my car out there today. I did.
Teammate Aiden Jackson was forced to retire today. Would you say he's going through a bit of a rough patch?
Well, people have been giving him a bit of a hard time lately, but we all go through these patches from time to time. He's a promising young driver with a lot of talent. He'll come good.
Thank you for your time.
Well, that was certainly a lot of fun. We got a phone call before I can start to talk.
Brian.
Cass, are you busy?
Well, actually...
Look, I need you to come to the office. Can you pop by now?
Why? What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you all about it when you get here.
Can't you just tell me now?
Thanks so much, Casper. Really appreciate it.
That was a little bit weird there. I'm wondering what is going to happen next at the Breaking Point series in next video. What's going to be happening in his office? Still as Casper Ackerman, really good one there, but his teammate failed to finish at the Red Bull Ring. A really strong finish from Ackerman there, and we managed to get him back up into the points. Surprised more people are talking about that fastest lap for Ackerman. Oh, did we get that at the end? That's pretty nice. Did not see that coming today. More points and consistency for Ackerman, just what AlphaTauri need this season. Interesting to see Ackerman giving Jackson his support there. Possibly they've put it all behind them. Yeah, definitely, hopefully that'll happen. Did you hear Ackerman go after Butler? No love lost between those two things. Look, if you're way behind in a race, then you're lucky to get a safety car. There's nothing controversial about it. It's true. Oh dear, Mr. Devon Butler. Devon Butler real You're so right. Can't believe there are idiots who find this controversial. Devon Butler supporter there. Ackerman will be such a loss for AlphaTauri. This is what experience and a winner's mindset can bring to a team. He's never out of a race. Nah, he got lucky today. Very. I think that definitely safety cars are part of F1. You know, I think, yes, he got lucky with the safety car, but I think you have to definitely think that he's managed to then recover from there. He got lucky with the safety car, but the drive after that was fantastic. So, if I was Franz Tost, and anyone other than Jackson next season, disappointing. Fair enough. Into the barrier. Bit harsh, isn't it? He's not been that bad. How long are people going to make excuses for? Jackson simply hasn't delivered. This season is surprise after surprise. Great job by Ackerman, but more disappointment for Jackson. Poor start, but he attacks and fought his way back into the race. Ackerman, a definite contender for driver of the day. Nice. Contender, surely there's no question about. Yeah, after that comeback, definitely. Always sad when this Austria track is over. I love this track. You gotta love Red Bull Ring, definitely. Jeremy Board Bent saying no stopping Casper AlphaTauri is going to be nothing without him, and I can't believe it's over. I have to wait another 2 weeks for F1. Yeah, definitely. That's the feeling every time after a Grand Prix on server. It's like, God, when's the next one? 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Like what? 2 weeks? That's definitely me. I can relate to that. Hey guys, just a quick note about Aiden. The press haven't been kind to him recently. He's not having a great time right now. I know he's not your responsibility, but it'd be great if you could show him a little support. Well, we did in the press interview. Thank you, Franz. Great answer on that Aiden question today, Casper. It was a great opportunity to smooth things over. Also, we know Aiden will come good right. And finally, great race out there today, Casper, to finish in the points after the start. You had is no mean feat. Franz is also pleased too. Stuff out there, but you turn it around. Top work, Casper. Can you head to off as soon as you can? I'll be there for the next hour and a half or so. I wonder what that is. Maybe it's about the retirement there. That will be very interesting to see what happens. We will be moving on to that cutscene in the next video as we come to the end of this one. But really interesting one there. Aiden continuing to struggle. Maybe it's going to be something about that. I'm going to sit here and I'll hype it up to make you all watch that video because it's going to be an interesting cutscene. It really, really is. But once again, another fun breaking point one, fighting up the field, getting those overtakes at the Red Bull Ring, a track I really enjoy. So a really good one to fight from P19 up to P5. Lots of overtakes. You've got to love lots of overtakes. That's the great thing about breaking point. You're either overtaking, defending, or something a little bit different. There's plenty of variety with this series, and hopefully it will get interesting in the next video too. With that, meeting with Brian, what is going to happen there? Because it's a bit sinister, like closed it down very quickly, wants him to go. So what is that going to be about? Of course, I don't know what the next chapter will of course be in terms of a track also, not just the cutscene we're going to get at the start. But there we have it for today. That is it for today's Breaking Point video. Really fun one, fighting up the field. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But of course, next time we'll move on to that interesting cutscene with in Brian's office. That's at least what I'm expecting to happen next. Presuming, of course, might not, we don't exactly know, but with it going to the office, I guess that will be what will happen next. I'm interested to see what happens there, and also what track we are going to be racing at in the next video. But thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you sometime soon with the next video in this Breaking Point series.